Hey Magic Minute family, thanks so much for clicking on this video. Today I'm going to show you 3 different ways to find a spectator's chosen card. There will be chapters down in the description, so if you want to just jump around to your favorite part, you can do that. Without further ado, let's jump into it. Okay, so way number 1 is a peek. It's actually my least favorite way to do this, but it is a valid method to discover a card, so let's show you what that looks like. So somebody picks a card. I really genuinely don't know what that is, okay? But whenever it goes back into the deck, I'm going to push past the point where it should be square with the deck by pushing down at an angle. And if I push down at that angle, it'll kick out at the side here. My thumb holds here on the front of the deck, index finger here, and then my thumb of my left hand is going to bring it down past the point where it's square, and then my pinky squares it apparently with the rest of the cards. Now all it takes to find out what that card was is a simple wrist kill. You turn your hand palm down just for a moment, you look down here at the base of your hand, and you notice you've got a 4 of clubs. Easy peasy. It's not my favorite because finding the offbeats and scheduling for that can be difficult, but if I am doing one of the other methods for discovering the card and I mess up, this is a way to get back on track. Technique number 2, I'm going to call a proxy peek. And so this is a little bit different. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use a key card to discover the person's selected card. And I'll show you what that looks like. This is a classic way of finding a selected card. So you go through the card, somebody takes one. I really, again, don't know what that is. But I'm going to cut the deck and allow them to replace their card. Okay? And whenever I do that, I'm going to take a peek at the bottom card of the top packet. In this case, it's the Ace of Spades. Okay? All right, so there's the King of Diamonds. That's what they had. And if I put the Ace of Spades down on top of that, I don't know what their card is, but I know what the card right next to it is. So if I go through the cards and I'm looking, I'm going to see that Ace of Spades, the original bottom card of the top packet, and immediately to the right of that is going to be their selected card, in this case the King of Diamonds. The way I remember this, because I used to get messed up all the time, you want to spread these from left to right. You want to spread the cards from left to right, either in your hands or on the table, so you can see the pips in the upper left-hand corner. If you were to do it the other way, you wouldn't have that, okay? And then you also want to remember that the right card is on the right. So we're going to look for that Ace of Spades, and the right card, the card on the right of the card, is the King of Diamonds, and that's the correct card, or the right card. Right card is on the right. The proxy peek. So the last way is to just force the card on them, right? Make them pick the card. That way you can actually do all kinds of other things. If you can reliably force a card on someone without them knowing that you made them pick that card, it opens up a whole bunch of doors as far as what you can do. You can do predictions, you can do transpositions, you can do transformation, you can do all kinds of things if you can reliably force a card on somebody and not have them know that you made them pick that card. I'm going to show you one here called the Goldin Force, or the Goldin Force, depending on who you ask. It's pronounced differently. But it's simplicity itself. It's the easiest way that I know of to force a card in the hands. There are other ways that you can force cards if you have a table involved. If you want to see a video on that, leave me a comment or get this to, we'll get, say, 100 likes, and I'll show you a whole video on different forces. But for now, we're just going to learn the Goldin Force. And the way that looks is you're just going to have whatever card you want to force on top of the deck. So in this case, I have the Ace of Hearts. Okay, that's going to be on top of the deck. And I'm going to force this on someone. I'm going to hold the deck in what's called dealer's grip, index finger on the top, 3 fingers along the side, thumb resting along the edge there. And then you ask the spectator, you say, tell me when to stop. And then you're going to run your thumb down the side of the deck like this. It doesn't matter where they call stop. They can stop anywhere they want. What you're going to do is you're going to open that section up like a book, rotate it, and it's easy to do because your fingers are on the bottom. It can just pivot there on your fingers. Then you're going to rotate it all the way over to the right hand, and then drop the left hand and offer them the card. If you're the spectator, what it looks like is, it looks like the magician just riffled down somewhere, cut the deck at that point, and then offered you the card at the cut point. But really all you did was roll the top over and then offer them the top card of the deck. It seems simplistic, but I promise it'll fly by everybody every single time. You just have to be confident in your execution of it. Do you have a preferred way to learn what card the spectator chose? Let me know down in the comments below. And I'll also remind you I'm an Illusionist Ambassador, which means that you can save 10% off of everything in your card at Illusionist by using my coupon code MAGICMINUTE at checkout. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.